Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of A Short View Back to the Podcast. I am Matt.
And I'm Jordan.
Not sponsored by Heineken.
Hint, hint.
In today's episode, we've got news to talk about. It's not the greatest news, but we've got to cover it nonetheless. Obviously, the world at the moment is in, how would you say, in shock?
Disbelief, shock, That says it all really, doesn't it,
But we're going to revolve the disbelief and the shock around Haas, the sponsor, and Mazepin.
Yes.
So, do you want to...
Yes, so obviously with the latest news that Russia invading the Ukraine, that has led first and foremost Formula One, rightfully so, to cancel the Russian Grand Prix.
Yep.
Well done, particularly on Sebastian Vettel, Alonso, and Verstappen, to actually say no. If you do it, we're not racing.
Not coming. Yeah.
Even McLaren, I believe, threatened to pull out. So fantastic on the work on the drivers and the FIA as a whole to cancel that. Also, this did lead to Haas removing the Uralkali.
Yeah, the title sponsor.
Sponsor for Haas, which is obviously given a bit of sort of confusion around the team's future and particularly Nikita Mazepin's future.
Yep.
It's not really looking good for the team, and obviously with that as well, of course, there's obviously social media toxicity in there as well, which is
always.
Which we'll get onto that actually on a separate episode, which will be out pretty much directly after this one as well. I mean, really, it's just, but I think it's actually quite good to see that firstly drivers and the FIA teams actually taking a stand against this sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, I know there's been lots of sort of social media backlash, just sort of going, well, they're boycotting Russia, but what about Saudi Arabia or this or that? It's completely different things altogether. Different. We're not even going to go down that route.
Different.
It's really, it's really, really shit. It's unprecedented times.
Yep.
But at least the shall we say the pinnacle of sport as a whole.
Yep.
Are taking the right actions.
They are. Yeah. I just want to touch on a few things. So Gunther, team principal of Haas, has come out and said even if their title sponsor, I always forget how to pronounce their name. Uralkali, if they do drop them, they have got enough funds to carry on in Formula One. So we'll still be seeing Haas.
Yeah.
So nothing to worry about there. Another thing, Mazepin's future. So can I just say, Mazepin has not started war on Ukraine.
No, he has not.
Danny Kvyat has not started war on Ukraine. They are two drivers that just happen to be from Russia.
Yes.
So please, no hate on them.
No, absolutely not. Keep your toxicity.
Yeah,
keep it out of the sport. We're not about that.
Exactly. But I believe they have said if Mazepin is dropped for whatever reason, or so, like if the FIA do ban Russian drivers, which ain't the approach I think they should take. But if they do, they did say Fittipaldi.
Fittipaldi is the first point of call.
Will be the first one, yeah.
One problem with that, though, obviously he's got a regular seat in IndyCar with Dale Coyne Racing. I believe he's now got the full-time seat. So whether he'll be able to commit it as well, or saying that there is calls that obviously Giovinazzi could get another shot.
There was fake media on Facebook earlier of announced Antonio Giovinazzi has seat, but that was
I'm sorry, we've not heard anything of the Hulkenberg back.
No,
we've not heard the Hulkenberg, have we yet? So so I think let's very much watch the space. We should know more by the end of this week.
Yep.
The week is currently, so tomorrow will be the 1st of March.
Yep.
So we should sort of know some stuff about that. But moving on to some slightly more uplifting news. Alfa Romeo's new livery.
Yes.
We left them out last time because obviously they hadn't announced it.
I mean, I don't know why, because like their livery weren't anything special in my mind. Like they could have released it
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what were the design team doing? Were they really pondering that long over it? They sort of going, what do we do? Just Uno reverse card. That seems what everybody does.
They just went, right, what are we doing? Red and white.
Red and white,
right,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of white and red, we're going to do red and white. Everyone's going, oh, that's different. That's quite. I quite like there's some of the old sort of hints to like the Alfa Romeo logo by the top of the fin. Mm-hmm. That's sort of the more sort of homage to the sort of the classic sort of things like that. I'm not entirely. I don't dislike it.
What team did I say this about? I think I said it about McLaren.
Yeah.
In an earlier episode, rating the 2022 car liveries.
Link
Check
below.
It out. I believe I said the McLaren was very bulky, like colour-wise. It's a very bulky car. But looking at the Alfa Romeo, that just looks bulky. Like, it's got red, and then it's got a bit of white, and then it's red.
Yeah.
God, I'm just getting the image up. Yeah, so look. Back. What colour are we going for at the back? We'll go for red.
Go for red.
Right, what in the middle? We'll go for a bit of white in the middle. And then we'll go for a bit of red at the front.
Yeah. I think they look better as white with a bit of red as opposed to red with a bit of white.
Yeah. I liked it when it was a white car with that red, like, going with the curves of the car.
Yeah.
Like, that. But, I mean, it's an alright car. Not the worst, I don't believe, but...
Positively midfield.
Yeah, exactly. I would probably rate that 6 out of 10.
I'm going to go a little bit... I mean, obviously, I drive an Alfa Romeo, so I have to be a little bit, a bit more sort of... Alfisti, as they call us. It's I'm going to give it a 7. Could be better, but yeah. So we'll do that. Moving on, Drive to Survive season 4 trailer has just been released today.
Yep, I haven't watched it yet.
Do you want a spoiler?
Yeah, go for it.
Verstappen wins the championship.
Oh my God, no! Next, you'll tell me there was a controversial end.
Yeah. Also, Toto smashes about 7 pairs of Bose headphones.
Wow.
So that's about it, really. I mean, we've always said about that. We say if you're a Drive to Survive fan and you think you know about everything about Formula 1, you not. But Drive to Survive is good for some of these behind the scenes sorts of things like that.
That's what it's best for.
That's what it's best for. Not stirring shit like they were great friends until they weren't.
Carlos Sainz, Lando Norris,
what
enemies.
Complete bullshit, really. Come on now. And that's that. Also, following the testing news, Lewis Hamilton has called for unbiased stewards, which immediately Toto Wolff and Christian Horner have said is a load of old toff, quite frankly. What's your view on that? Do you think stewards are biased towards certain drivers?
No. Stewards have a job to steward the race. Yeah. I'm going to bring up the past, where I think it was 2011.
Whoa. Gentlemen,
a short
view back to the past. Branding! Yeah!
In 2011, where I would say it was not Lewis's best career, best year, sorry.
Yeah.
And he kept having a few incidents with Massa or crashing and whatnot, and got a few penalties, and he accused some of the stewards of being racist because they kept giving him these penalties. So I sort of feel that's the same situation, but no, I think the stewards do a good job.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think what Lewis was sort of saying is some of the stewards are friends with the drivers. I'm like, how can they be? I mean, obviously they'll probably see each other, but I don't really think they've got like a Red Bull WhatsApp group chat sort of going stewards for life.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any of that going on. Then they're sending each other memes every 5 seconds. I don't think that's very unlikely at all.
No.
But it's so good to hear that Toto has also come out and said, I think he's wrong with that one.
Yeah.
It's quite good. What other news have we got? I think there's been a lot that's obviously happened as well. Obviously testing that's been completed. We've got some interesting things on that as well. Oh, here's one. Do you reckon the Turkish Grand Prix will be replaced with another track, or do you reckon we're gonna just miss
the
a
Russian
race?
Grand Prix?
Yeah, Russian Grand Prix even.
I hope so.
Yeah,
because I still think they do want to do a 23 race calendar.
Off to Turkey then.
Yes, and well, yeah.
Portimao. I wouldn't mind Portimao.
I don't think Portimao logistically would be the best one, but I think Turkey is definitely on the cards.
It's not too far.
No. which I love because going back to our earlier episode of rating the 2022 car tracks, link down below.
Yeah.
I love Turkey. I think Turkey's a brilliant track.
Yeah.
So if we go there, the last two races we went there, they've been good races.
Yeah.
They've been rain races, and very good races. So come.
Fantastic.
Turkey, yeah.
I think that wraps it up for the news today, doesn't it?
It does, yes.
Right, well, thank you very much for listening, and we will see you soon.
See you soon.